Hi, it's Stephen here from Son of a Nation Wave, and this is day 4 of the May Daily Draw. So as we close out the weekend and approach a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. We have the Chariot. Let's keep things on course. Let's keep things on course, on track. We know where we want to be. And this card says we know where we want to be, we have a destination, a goal in mind, and we need to keep on the right track to get there. So we need to keep things in order. We need to keep all our horses moving together and not going independently. So all the different things that we have going on, the different aspects of ourselves, the different aspects of life, we need to all be working towards the same goal, moving in that direction, and not to be distracted or let part of ourselves move in one direction and another in another direction. We don't want to let one of these horses start pulling to the side and moving us off track. So what we need to do is we need to be disciplined. We need to have by our strength of will, by our decisions, which need to be, decisive. I know that sounds obvious, but what I mean is that when they're not tentative decisions, they're decisions we make with determination and focus, not sort of hesitant, oh, I'll do that, but not being a bit doubtful about it. We need to be confident in what we're doing. We need to be deliberate and focused in what we're doing to keep us on track. It takes energy. It takes strength to do that, but it's what we need to do, because we could easily be distracted and swayed off the track and lose sight of the goals that we have in mind, the things that we're trying to create in our lives, the things that we're wanting to do. We can be distracted from, and we could go on to veer off onto other things that aren't really part of that. And yes, we can have moments of rest. That's not the same thing. We can have moments of diversion, but of like leisure and things like that, of relaxation. But that doesn't necessarily take us off the track. That just renews our strength in order to be able to continue. So what we're saying here is the need to, be focused and disciplined with our will, with our choices, with the way that we think about our situation, and not to be easily distracted and pulled off chasing other things. That, be focused on the goal that you've set for yourself. Don't be suddenly, see something else and oh, that looks interesting. Yes, it may be interesting, and it may be something you can pursue, but not at the expense of what you've already determined to be the next goal that you have at the moment for you, to benefit you, to take you forward. Once you've done that, or once you're sufficiently done that, then you could be thinking about that. Maybe the other thing may be something you can explore later, but don't let it distract you from the primary goal of what you want to achieve now, and keep yourself on track. And that's basically what the Chariot card is. It's been having that sense of purpose, and it's also a sense of moving forward, moving towards your goal. It's that constant movement. And it's sometimes when you see other depictions of the Chariot card, it seems like it's an immovable chariot. It's only like a symbolic chariot. It stands still, but it has the it has the appearance of moving forward. And to me, that can be taken in a number of ways, in the sense that this is more, it's not necessarily a physical journey, although in certain contexts, of course, this card could represent a traveling sort of depiction. But usually it's not about a physical journey. It's about a spiritual, and it's about a life journey. It's about moving forward towards a goal. But we do that through decisions, through the act of will. And we can do that without really moving anywhere. And we can still make those decisions. We can still take those actions. And it will still take us towards our goal. So that's the thing. It's more of a moving ourselves in a metaphorical sense forward by the choices, by the decisions we make, and the focus that we have in our lives. And that is what this card is saying to us. We need to keep things on track. Make slight adjustments. If you feel yourself veering off the focus of your goal, just nudge, like pulling a horse a little bit, just a gentle touch to make that aspect of yourself fall back into line. But everything moving in the same direction towards that goal, and that way you will reach the goal quicker, because you will all your energy will be moved towards the destination you're trying to reach, and you'll not be distracted by. It will only slow you down if you veer off in one direction or the other. It will slow your progress and will distract you from achieving the goal you've set. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Self-worship we have here. Look in the mirror, as she is doing here. Now, I'm not saying that we should worship ourselves as if we're worshipping a god. That sounds a little bit too egocentric to me. But what I believe it conveys is be able to look ourselves in the mirror and love and accept ourselves for who we are. My hands fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. It's in stillness that I find all that I am and all of divinity within me. We all are expressions of the divine. We need to see that within ourselves. And that will strengthen our will towards our goal, because sometimes when we lose heart and we don't go pursue our goal to the end, we sometimes feel that we don't merit it or something like that, because we don't value our self-worth. I think this card should be more like self-worth than self-worship, to be honest with you. I think worship is it's got too many connotations to it that I don't believe help us. And the self-worth, our own self-value, and an acceptance of who we are as we look in the mirror and accept us that this is me and it's good. I'm a reflection of the divine. And that can then motivate you towards the goals that you have, because your goals are to help you and be who you are. So that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 5. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.